Ever since I was a wee little lad, I only loved one football team, and that team was Arsenal. I always felt that I was destined to be on this team, and I was destined to be a fan of this team. This team has always resonated with me, and I fell in love with it ever since I knew what football was. I was even named after Dennis Bergkamp, for crying out loud. That's right, Karo's dad loved the Dutch national team so much that he even held Denis Karo up in the air when he was born, and he said, "This is Dennis." And ever since that moment, I began talking about Arsenal. That's right, from the moment I jumped out the womb, all I could talk about was Arsenal. All that was on my mind was Arsenal. And it's always been my dream to play for the club, but I never thought I'd see myself playing against the club. And that is exactly what we're doing in match week 7 of the Champions League, as we look to face off against the team that I fell in love with ever since I was a little kid, the team that I one day hope to play for. And here's Marino finding Saka, who finds Watkins. Trossard on the ball. Passing back to Nuno Tavares. Trossard once again on the ball. And Rabiot threading it through, finding Ollie Watkins, who puts it into the back of the net, and the Gunners find themselves up 1-0 against Athletic Bilbao. And Ollie Watkins with one hell of a goal. And Denis Karo watches as the team he wishes to one day play for find themselves up 1-0 in this match. And Karo with a roulette. Huescas passing it to Karo. Hato passing the ball, and Vivian now finding Sunset. Sunset finding Karo. And Denis Karo unable to get past Declan Rice. Karo once again on the ball, able to get past the defense. Karo smashing it into the back of the net. And Denis Karo has just scored at the Emirates Stadium. And look at the Arsenal fans in disarray as Denis Karo kisses the carpet. And Athletic Bilbao now find themselves back in this match level with the Gunners. Arsenal 1, Athletic Bilbao 1. Rabiot finding Nuno. Inaki Williams passing the ball. Inaki Williams on the ball once again. Karo's trying to make a run. Nico Williams on the ball, faking a shot, having a shot, but unable to get past Saliba. And Athletic Bilbao find themselves taking 1 point away from the Emirates Stadium. And with that 1 point, you see the disappointment on Karo's face. But guess what? We still remain in first place in the Champions League with a total of 17 points, with a record of 5 wins, 2 draws, and absolutely 0 losses. As we head into match week 21 of La Liga, we host Valencia. And of course, Valencia is always a tough opponent. It doesn't matter how their form is. They're always going to be a threat. Unless, of course, they're coached by one Gary Neville. And here's Nico Williams finding Karo, who finds the foot of Thierry R. Antuna trying to get past the defense. Antuna on the ball. Antuna running down the right flank. Antuna passing it to Schick. And Schick having a shot, and it finds its way into the back of the net. And look at Schick just flexing on us. And Guru Zeta passing the ball to Karo. Karo trying to get past the defense, unable to. And Wedes. Karo once again on the ball. Karo getting brought down. Wedes finding Schick. Schick passing it back to Wedes. Wedes threatening it through. And Rioja with one hell of a shot. And now we are truly in the mud. We find ourselves down 2-0 before the first half even comes to an end. And we really need to find our way back in this match if we are going to keep our lead at the top of La Liga. And Karo with the stop. Passing it to Guruzeta. Guruzeta cutting back and passing it to Karo. Karo now trying to make some magic happen. Cutting in, having a shot. Unable to score. Antuna lobbing the ball over. Karo finding the ball. And now Karo passing the ball. Guruzeta passing it to Karo. Karo cutting in, getting through the defense, having a shot, smacking it into the back of the net. And now Athletic Bilbao finding himself back in this match courtesy of Denis Karo. And now Schick. Karo to Berenguer. Berenguer unable to find anybody, and unfortunately for us, we find ourselves losing this match against Valencia, collecting 0 points, of course. And with that loss, we find Barcelona have leapfrogged us to the top of the table. And Barca sit at the top of the table with 50 points. We sit in second place with 49 points. And Real Madrid sit in third with 47 points. And heading into the final match of the league phase in the Champions League, we face off against FC Porto. And of course, the Portuguese opposition will be one tough opponent. And Varela passing it to Conceição. Ivan Jaime cutting in, threading it through. Mora passing it to Samu. And Samu finding Conceição. Wow! And that name is a fucking nightmare. Nonetheless, we're still going to try to say it. And here's Karo on the ball. Passing it to Inaki Williams. Inaki Williams. Huescas doing great. Akanji on the ball. Passing it to Huescas. Huescas threading it through. Inaki Williams now. Threading it through to Prados, who finds Karo. Karo on the ball. Karo cutting in, past the defense, having a shot off the post. Guruzeta finding Sunset. Karo through the defense. Karo having a shot, unable to get past Benitez. And with the final swing of the ball, Karo is able to find Vivian, who's unable to get a better shot off. And unfortunately for us, we find ourselves losing our very first match in the Champions League in the last match of the league phase in the Champions League. And with that loss, we drop down to third place with a total of 17 points, just 1 point behind both first and second place. But nonetheless, we still avoid the playoff and we head straight into the knockout rounds. And heading into match week 22 of La Liga, we face off against Real Oviedo. And Real Oviedo getting us kicked off in this match. Colombo passing it. And Sibo on the ball. Seane to Del Blanco. Colombo on the ball now. Colombo finding Seoane. And Seoane able to get past Vivian and hammer it into the back of the net. And we find ourselves trailing against Real Oviedo. And here's Karo now, getting past the defender, finding Nico Williams. Nico Williams finding Karo once again. Karo getting past the defense, having a shot, putting it into the back of the net. Karo locked and loaded, and he just shoots all over the defense. And check this man out as he runs to the center of the field to celebrate, because he is the center of the attention. And check him out. Look at this ferocious goal scored by Denis Karo. One hell of a goal, one hell of a shot, and Athletic Bilbao find themselves back in this match. And Seoane on the ball now. Inaki Williams threading it through. Karo on the receiving end. Karo managing to get past the defender. And now Karo able to get past two defenders. Karo running through the defense. Montoya, por favor! And Denis Karo. Oh no, I've injured myself. Just kidding, we're back in this bitch, and we have scored a goal. And Denis Karo just playing some jokes on you. Cutting into defense after he just ran through the whole field, just like Montoya ran through the beach when his girl was getting clapped in front of all of Spain. And Sunset passing it to Prados. Prados cutting in. Prados finding Sunset. Sunset with a great pass to Guruzeta, who finds Inaki Williams. And Inaki Williams finding Karo, and Karo having a shot. And Nico Williams is there to clean up the mess and put the ball into the back of the net. And Nico Williams, Denis Karo, both on the score sheet. Athletic Bilbao collecting another 3 points. And you know what? Things could be worse, let me just say that. Akanji with the big boy clearance. Nico Williams passing it to Karo. Karo doing well to keep the ball, threading it through to Guruzeta, and Guruzeta looking towards the goal, and Guruzeta still on the ball, passing it back to Karo, who has a shot. And the match will come to an end. Athletic Bilbao 3, Real Oviedo 1. And with that victory, we collect another 3 points. And we bring our total up to 52 points, still 1 point behind FC Barcelona. And this is going to be one hell of a title challenge if we are able to keep up this pressure. And heading into match week 23, we face off against third place Real Madrid. And Real Madrid, I don't know if you saw it there, they were sitting 5 points behind us. So we have a chance to really embarrass them here in front of our home crowd and put them in the mud and head 8 points ahead of them and all but forget them in the title challenge and make this a 1 versus 1. Barca versus the one and only Athletic Bilbao. Can the mighty Barcelona keep up their great form? We'll only find out. Bacado's gonna keep up his great form and put that into the back of the net. What the hell do you think is going on here? You think we're not gonna score against the mighty Real Madrid? Ala Madrid? Carlo Ancelotti, you better lower that eyebrow, because I swear Denis Karo's in town and he is here to collect rent. The landlord is here and rent is due. And yeah, look at him all pissed off and look at Karo all happy. And Real Madrid find themselves trailing nice and early in the 4th minute here. And Jude Bellingham on the ball now. Karo with the free kick. And you already know we're gonna focus, lock in, and smack this into the top left corner. Here we go! Oh shit! I almost scored. Akanji trying to get it to Karo, unable to. And now Valverde bombing it down the flank, passing the ball to Rodrigo, who finds Mbappe, and Mbappe now through on goal, and Mbappe putting it into the back of the net. Unfortunately for us, we find ourselves level with Real Madrid after, let's face it, a beautiful goal by Kylian Mbappe. And look at this prick. Karo now on the ball. Tuchamini to Valverde. Carvajal threading it through to Rodrigo. Mbappe on the ball once again. Left-footed shot, unable to score. And Inaki Williams bombing the ball to Karo. And now Karo through the defense. Karo in acres of space. Left-footed shot, and into the back of the net it goes. How many times has Real Madrid seen a little magician on the ball put it into the back of their net with his left foot? I'll answer that for you. Too many to count. And Karo is here to add to the tally. Carvajal to Endrick. Endrick on the ball. Endrick on the ball still with a beautiful touch. And Bellingham crossing it in, and Mbappe hammering it into the back of the net off the volley. And you gotta give credit where credit. All right, yeah, good job, eyebrow. Yeah, good job. And now Karo. Valverde, pass intercepted by Sunset. Sunset passing it to Guruzeta. Guruzeta turning with the ball, passing it to Karo. Karo left-footed shot, and into the back of the net it goes. Hat trick for Denis Karo against the mighty Real Madrid. And Athletic Bilbao once again in the lead. Will we be able to hold the lead this time? That is the million-dollar question. And Real Madrid getting kicked off here. Valverde on the ball, doing all kinds of spins. Mbappe passing it, and Vinny with the cross, and Bellingham with the header. But just wide it goes. And you can keep that eyebrow nice and raised, Ancelotti, because guess what, brother? You are not taking any points from Athletic Bilbao in this match. And Rudiger trying to pass it to Carvajal, but time runs out. Athletic Bilbao collect the 3 points, and Denis Karo collects another match ball. And with those 3 points, we find ourselves jumping back to the top of the table with a total of 55 points. 1 point ahead of Barcelona, 6 points ahead of Atletico Madrid, and 8 points ahead of Real Madrid. And we are doing very well in the league as we head into match week 24 of La Liga, and we face off against Villareal. And Villareal, of course, always a tough opponent. And Karo on the ball, passing it to Prados. And Karo with a free kick here, winding up and having a shot and making the keeper work for it. Prados passing it to Huescas. Huescas lobbing it over to Karo. Karo with the chest, bringing the ball down and taking the ball down the right side of the field and crossing it in. But the cross, not early enough. Nico Williams threading it through to Karo. Karo on the ball still. And now Karo cutting in, having a shot, and over the bar, and wide it goes. Hwang Hee-chan with the shot, but unable to score. Hwang Hee-chan passing it, but Lako there. Akanji passing it to Inaki Williams. Guruzeta to Vesca, who lobs it over to Karo, and Karo settling the ball. And Karo unable to cut in and have a shot, but Guruzeta does have a shot. Karo on the ball, cutting in, trying to get past the defense. Karo past 2 defenders, having a shot, but Diego Conde with the save. Berenguer cutting it back, and Vivian on the ball, and the match comes to an end. A boring match of football, and we get punished for it as we fall back down to 2nd place in La Liga as Barcelona leapfrogs us once again. We sit in 2nd place with a total of 56 points and a record of 18 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses, sitting 1 point behind league leaders Barcelona, who have 57 points. And that is where we are going to end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. This has been Dennis from Clowney Wall Gaming. You make sure to have yourself a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.